When we're writing code in JavaScript, we frequently need to deal with null or undefined. It is a common practice to check if some value is null or undefined or has an actual value. The Nullish coalescing operator can help in this area despite its intimidating name. Basically, this is a fairly new logical operator in JavaScript. Now, its purpose is to return the right side operand whenever its left side operand is null or undefined. So this is the Nullish coalescing operator right here, the double question marks. So we can quickly check a value for null or undefined and return a different value if we find it is null or undefined. This is much shorter than using an if conditional. In a way, this is a bit similar to the logical OR. It would return the right-hand side operand if the left operand is any falsy value. With the Nullish coalescing operator, we are limiting that to null and undefined, not just falsy values. So that's the basic difference there. So let's look at some examples. First, we need to have some variables declared here. Now, I'm using the comma operator here to just declare them all on one line. I'm putting on separate lines, but it's basically I only need one let. This one's going to be 50. Val3 is going to be a string. And then val4, we're going to set equal to null. All right. Now, let's say I'm setting up or I want to place a value into a new variable here, new val1. And I want it to equal the value that is in val1, unless it is null or undefined. So normally I'd have to do an if conditional to check to see if that is null or undefined. But here with the Nullish coalescing operator, I can do it very simply like this. So what's going to happen here is if val1 is null or undefined, right now it's undefined, it's going to assign val2 to my new val1 variable. All right, so let's go ahead and look at that. Save that really quick and jump out here, and then we'll take a look at new val1. And sure enough, it's equal to 50. It's equal to the value in val2. All right, so that's our first example. Let's take another one really quick. This one is new val2, and we're going to set that equal to val2. This time, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to check val2 for null or undefined. If it's not null or undefined, it will assign val2 to new val2. If it is null or undefined, then we'll go ahead and assign val3. This time, it shouldn't be null or undefined, and so we should get that value, 50, in new val2. Save that. Oops. And there we have it as well. And so we're able to, with those two examples, we're able to see how it is checking that first value for null or undefined and then doing something depending on what it discovers. Now we can also chain these. So here's an example of chaining them together. So we're going to check val4 first, val1, val3. Now how do we read this? Well, it'll check to see if this is null or undefined. If so, it will check to see if this is null or undefined. If so, it will check to see if this is null or undefined. Basically, it'll keep checking as it encounters a null or undefined. As soon as it encounters something that is not null or undefined, it will return that and place it in new val3. So really what we should be getting here is string. That's what new val3 should equal. So if we save that, let's take a look at that, and sure enough, it equals string. All right, now as you probably guess, you can use this with functions as well. So let me just paste in a couple of functions here to show that. We have fun1 and we have fun2. Fun1 returns undefined and fun2 returns false. Okay, so we could do something like this here. Let me go ahead and type in one statement to show how this would work with functions. We're setting it equal to val4. So it's first going to check to see if val4 is null or undefined. If it is, it will move on and it will invoke fun1. Okay. Now the value returned from fun1, if it's null or undefined, which it will be, then it will continue on. If it returned a value that is not null or undefined, it would place that into new val14. So we're doing both chaining these together, but we're also including functions. So fun2 is the last one I'll do here. And so basically, new val4 should contain false because it will get all the way here and grab that value, put it into new val4. So let's save that and check that out. Notice that fun1 and fun2 both invoked. They both showed up there. And new val4 equals false. So that is the nullish coalescing operator, a new, fairly new logical operator in JavaScript, and can make it very easy when we need to check whether something is null or undefined. All right, let's move on.